Hi, welcome to Econ 204, Section 1. My name's Dan Clark. I will attempt to teach you this course during the semester. So what I'm planning on doing this semester, of course, is a hybrid course. I'm going to record a lecture like this once a week, usually the more difficult topics of the weekly information, so you can basically hear it over and over again if you want to. Um, This is the textbook. I would buy it if I were you. If you don't, you get horrible grades in this course. It's an amazing correlation. Um, and if you want, you can buy it online and rent it. And then I've highlighted some stuff, and you can actually see my highlights. I'll put some notes in too in different parts. Um, but let's take a quick look at the syllabus, the boring part of the first day of class. I don't want to waste class time doing the syllabus, but let's see, the prerequisites. You should have what? Elements of algebra or successfully placed in the college algebra. There's a few formulas in this course that aren't that difficult in algebra. And I'll go over some next week, actually. Probably more difficult ones, but it's nothing that wild and exciting. On the tests, you can bring a calculator, and I will show you how to do the formulas. Here's the textbook, this Introduction to Economics and Reasoning, the 8th edition. Here is the link, so you can go there. It's a link, and I believe it will link to my version of the textbook. You don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. Feel free to get this used hard copy if that's what you like, but you can always go to CourseMart and rent the textbook. Attendance, I should know all about that. Cell phone etiquette, yeah, try not to be a pain. It is depressing when you're talking and people are on their cell phones texting, but I'll try to entertain you. The exams, there's 3 exams in this class. Each one counts the same. Um, there is a final. It's basically the 3rd exam. It's not a cumulative final. But the exams are basically 2 parts, right? Multiple choice and then some questions, some short answer with some graphs. And I will specifically go over what will be on the exam. So, and feel free to come for me for extra help if you want. Let's see, class participation. Yeah, try paying attention and maybe bring up a discussion. So there's homework each week, right? They're in Blackboard, some multiple choice and some essays. This week is just multiple choice. And basically, how it's going to be working is you get to take the homework twice, right? Take it once. You'll see which ones you got incorrect on the multiple choice, and then just make a few notes, and then go to the textbook, try to figure out the correct answer, and take it the second time, and hopefully you can do better. This first week's homework assignment, there's a bunch of multiple choice, but this first week I'll let you take it as many times as you want to get it correct. And we'll talk about this on Wednesday if you want. Discussion board, there is a discussion board for people that I have seen that access the course already. Again, this week I'll be a little lenient, but basically you want to have your discussion board posted, a answer to my question before Wednesday's class, and then reply to 2 other students. And it doesn't hurt to bring in outside information, right? Link to a newspaper article that has something pertinent to do with the discussion board. I will notice that. There's a research paper in this course. I'll talk about it specifically, later this semester. I'll show you some good ones, some bad ones from the past, and we'll talk about it. So you can see how the grade, everyone worries about their grades, or some people don't, but it's a good idea to worry about the grades. Homework is, core of the course. So if you take your time and do it once and look at the questions, take some notes and take it the second time, you should be fine with the homework. People that just zip through it 2 times quickly don't do as well. It's a personal choice. Discussion boards, again, I'll be a little more specific with the discussion board, but basically you want to add your own comments and try to be a little verbose. Again, think about the question and bring in some outside sources. The research paper I'll go over later, and then there are the 3 exams are most the course. But if you can do well in the homework, generally the exams should be fairly straightforward. Yeah, late policies. What the writing center is a good idea for the research paper when we get to it. If you have a problem writing, but here's our course schedule. Notice week 1 we're doing chapters 1 and 2. They're fairly easy to read in the book. And again, there is a discussion, and then there is homework 1. There's no really quiz 1. I don't know, why do I have quiz there? I should fix that. They're really just homeworks. Fun. And you can see our first test is Wednesday, February 12th. And it'll be on chapters 1 through 4 in the textbook. So any questions, feel free to ask me. And again, let's figure out my Apple here. Here's the textbook again. It's just talking about the fundamentals of economics here in the beginning, and I think the textbook actually reads fairly easily. Here's this part 6 here of the learning objectives. That's this week's discussion board. Look at these 5 common goals of economic systems, and see which one's more dynamic for you, which one's more important for you. Because in this chapter, it's very important that there are trade-offs that have to be made in an economic system. Should we shoot for more jobs, or do you worry about inflation? We'll talk about during the semester. But as Dr. Galbraith has suggested before, that there's people just have a capacity for wanting everything, and there are limited resources. And if you basically buy something nice, maybe you'll want more nice things. It's just are you caught in this cycle too? Actually, I don't think I'm that bad. But take a look at this chapter. It's fairly easy to read. And again, if you don't like the e-version, feel free to get the physical textbook. All right, let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, this is a good article in the Times the other day about cheap apparel. There's an economic topic about the apparel business and basically how the price of clothing is going to go up. And here you can see how it's kind of amazing, actually. The clothing, the total prices, this is this line here, going up and up for most goods and services, except for apparel, has been relatively flat. And the only one going up is men's clothing. Why is men's clothing going up? Actually, this article talks about it. It's fairly interesting. But one of the things that causes the prices to go up is cotton prices have risen dramatically. Now they're gone back down again. And China, of course, and the developing world has a big influence on the apparel market in the United States. But I'll put this link in the announcement. I think it would be good for different papers for other courses that you have. It's a good resource. And again, during the semester, if anybody's doing a project for some other course and wants some help, feel free to ask me. I am open to help anybody. I am really good with spreadsheets, as we're going to be doing a bunch of spreadsheets in this class. So feel free to bring any questions of that. Also, or email me anytime. I do read my email. So hopefully it will be a fun semester. I enjoy the course. I know probably no one here is looking forward to this course, but I do enjoy economics. So hopefully I can pass a little bit on to yourself. That excitement and enjoyment. Well, not excitement, but that enjoyability. See you Wednesday.